Hi, everybody. This is Al Spath. It's the 26th of September. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here in the East, and we've got people ready to play poker over at Full Flush Poker. We got Ronster, SL Powers, we got Rez Ipsa, we got HTML 42, Wreak Havoc, I Play Horse, and Fly Guy from all over the United States, and one from Australia. For our viewers and people that are watching this video later on, you can join us. We do this probably twice a month, and everybody's on Skype here. Everybody's taking off their autobuck, and we're going to be showing cards, and we're going to be talking about hands. It's a little disadvantage, but we're all going to get the same disadvantage. But we're going to try not to do some things that are silly, and we're going to catch up on what everybody's been doing online and live. So if everybody wants to sit in right now, we can just sit in and see who gets the post. This is a 10-cent, 25-cent, no limit. We're broadcasting on AceHighRadio, brought to you by Samo and Drush. You're going to be seeing my cards. You're not going to be seeing their cards, and they're not going to talk about their cards. We have a raise here from Rez, who just got back from Tunica. He's going to fill us in on that trip. We got Ronster up there who's going to fill us in on a trip that he just recently did to the Sands Hotel over in Pennsylvania. Powers is in the big blind with 25 cents already committed, and she calls. Now you have to consider the fact that she's out of position, and she called 35 cents. So you would have to think she has a pair or an ace. Show the cards, and she does have the ace, and she has a diamond little backup there. So again, by the amount of bet and who's betting from what position and who leads out may tell you a lot of information without seeing the cards. And that's what we're here today, just to kind of refresh everybody's memory that there's information available whether you're in the hand or not. She just hit the pot button here, being that she's in the small blind. It didn't make it more than a min raise here. I happen to have 8-2, and I'm not going to call her. But in that particular case, I think when the small blind, yeah, raises the big blind, you might want to do a little bit more than a min raise, because if I had 5-6 there, I would have called you, and you would have had the better cards, but I would have had the position, and if you missed, I might have been able to take it away from you on a later round, for example. Now we got a couple of callers here. I'm not a big fan, if you watch my videos, of callers. Usually they got a suited ace connector or small or medium pair. They don't usually have a big hand, although some of them might limp in with that. Rez from the big blind says you're going to have to pay to see this flop. I got a big hand. He's probably going to continuation bet at least 3/4. I like to do it full pot when I'm up against one or two opponents.
I'm sorry, hit the wrong button.
That's
Ace
okay.
king.
You
Ace
did
king.
you did fine. Reek, can you tell us what you had there, John?
Queen Jack,
Queen Jack. See,
offsuit.
yeah, that's a leak. You just can't play it in a cash game like that way. You just got to either raise with it or fold with it. You're not going to see the flop cheap, and it's a badass hand. And Ronster, what did you have that time?
I had 9-6 of hearts.
9-6 of hearts. See, that's another limp. That's a leak. He's trying to make something out of really nothing. I folded a pair here on the button. I had good position in a pair, but Fly Guy said, I got ace king, I got ace king, queen, I got a big pair here. And Ronster called him. He flatted him for 60 cents. I mean, Ronster has probably a pair or two nice cards like ace jack or ace 10 suited or something like that. He could have pocket fives. He could have queen jack, but I doubt if he has the queen jack.
I'm gonna fold my ace eight.
What are you gonna fold?
Ace eight.
Ace eight. Yeah. See, that's a little wide range, and he's got a queen king there. If I was gonna play Ronster's hand there, personally, I would raise the Fly Guy since he's in a later position. He's coming in with a weaker hand like ace eight, and Ronster wants to get position and get everybody else out. I know I could have came in there with my pocket deuces, but I didn't because I wasn't going to pay 60 cents there. But just think about that, Ronster. Try not to think call as much as you think re-raise or raise.
Okay.
It worked out then, but you were an underdog to him, actually. So Ronster, go
I
ahead.
also know Ronster has a wide range too. So.
Yeah. I'll jump in with some hands here if it gets interesting. But Ronster, tell us about your Sands adventure yesterday and how far you had to drive to get to that and what you paid and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I had a chance to take a day off yesterday, and I decided to enter a tournament at the Sands Casino. It's a $100 buy-in, and it drew 120 or 125 people. And I decided to put my grinder hat on, and I did come in fifth for $720 cash. And I grinded all the way with just premium cards.
Well done.
And how much did it pay again?
720.
Nice.
That's nice.
Nice.
And
You
that's
play fight-
that's
you
an
play
hour
fight-
and a half from your house?
It's an hour and a half drive, and there was an interesting tournament because you had all different style players there. One of the things that I picked up on, especially later in the mid to upper range, we got as high as $15,000, $30,000 with a $5,000 ante.
Hold on a second. I got re-raised here by the button. 3 times my bet. I'm going to let my ace-8 suit go, and I think that Reek has got queens or jacks here, or maybe ace-king. That's my group I'm putting him on. I'm letting go ace-8 of spades. Show it. Tens. Yeah. Good hand. Good hand. Go ahead, Ron. So sorry.
So the blinds were as high as 15,000, 30,000 with a $5,000 ante as we were getting down. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the people. Before I get there, I'll just say to you that my objective was to pretty well play straightforward. Had some moves, not too many. My objective was to let other people knock themselves out. We got to the final table. I was very fortunate where the final 9, which started paying out at ninth position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was very fortunate that the table actually busted the bubble, which was number 10. So we started out with 9 people, and as the blinds went up, I noticed that there was 2 guys with the bigger stacks, and they achieved their bigger stacks. They were able to impose their will by pretty much very big size bets in because they had a big stack, and it was doing them very well because other guys like myself were grinding to get some premium cards, and most of the time we weren't getting them, so these guys were getting away with it, and pretty much that was these 2 guys ended up going against each other heads up. I don't know what happened. I left, but I can tell you that they were very, very good players. The more aggressive players actually took the handle away from the grinders.
Well, played aggressive is always good poker.
I got to tell you guys about one hand. Interesting. A lot of people talk bad, and a lot of people talk about what goes around.
It's really cutting out. What's going on?
That's not me.
We're getting some bad feedback there.
That's not me.
Over there. I started to hit her with that glass.
Hey, John, is that you?
Susie gonna keep on till I'll be done here, and I don't want.
Anybody know who that is?
No?
Not me.
For sure, it's not me.
Robert Strong.